Hello, it's Pam. It's Friday, February 6th, about 1:15 in Minneapolis, and I just wanted to share with all the other badass old women out there who have been so graciously responding to my last video. You've inspired me, you've made me think, you've made suggestions that are very helpful, and I appreciate all of that, especially on a week like I've had. I think it's important to say that even badass old women have to dig deep sometimes because the weeks or a few days can just pile so much on us. And the truth is that any woman who lives past 60, in my eyes, is a badass old woman. Because in this male-dominated culture that we live in, what it takes for a woman to still be standing upright when they turn into the elder is a lot. But I'm not going to go down there right now. This was a hard week for me. On the day I was to have cataract surgery, my son was admitted to the hospital through the ER for ketoacidosis, which totally threw me for a loop before I went to have the cataract surgery. And that was because when I thought about it, I realized, oh shit, it's ketoacidosis. This is not a good thing. And just the fact that he's there doesn't mean he's absolutely okay. Well, he did turn out to be okay, and he went home on Wednesday. But later that day, on Monday, after I'd had the cataract surgery in the afternoon, I made the very big mistake of taking my dog out for a walk, sort of in the dark, and my perception was all up, and I crashed to the ground, fell backwards, hit my head. And who should come upon me but a nurse who was walking home from her shift, saw me fall, came onto our property over by our front door at our building, and was with me, helped her encouragement, and just knowing she was there, I was able to finally stand up. And, I wouldn't say I've totally recovered from the fall. I still have some pain in a lot of different places, not just my head. But I was so scared that night because I hit so hard on the back of my head. And having just had the cataract surgery a couple hours before that. But everything, for the most part, everything's fine. So I got through that. So Tuesday morning, I get a call from another hospital. This time it's my brother who's been taken in by ambulance from a fall. And he had gone in the night before, but they were trying to reach a family member who could authorize surgery. Well, the short story on this is that despite having a very positive visit with his physicians about a week or 10 days ago, he didn't make it. He went into the hospital, he never had the surgery, and he died this morning. And it's just a lot. It's a lot for one day. And I've cried a lot, and I've said stupid things, I'm sure, and I was at the vehicle, DMV, trying to get my driver's license renewed, which went smoothly, very nice, it went well. But that's when I found out that he had, in fact, passed. I mean, once he got in the hospital, it was clear that the fall was so traumatic to his system that he wasn't going to make it. But still, I'm standing there waiting for the woman who's finishing up my paperwork, and I see the message that he has died. And I knew he was going to die in a day or 2 days, but it was this wave of grief and sadness that poured over me. And of course I cried because I'm a crier. And I cried some more when I was trying to get out and set up Uber and all the things that I did. And I made my way home, and I cried some more when I came in the building. I cried to the concierge at the front desk. And now I'm in my apartment. I had some brandy. I cooked myself a BLT because I hadn't really eaten. So I'm a badass, there's no doubt about it. But we can reach our limit. Women can. We have given so much over our long and storied lives. And, well, I don't know what else to say about that. It's just true. By simply crossing the threshold into being appropriately called elders, we have faced so many challenges, so many losses, just as many successes and moments of joy. But we have earned the right to our place, the right to our joys, the right to our sadness. And no matter how many times or how long you've lived and how many people close and dear to you have passed away, it's always sad. Like my granddaughter told me when I let her know, it's the permanence. You'll never hear their voice again. You can't have that conversation. And even a little brandy doesn't help with that. So I just felt like sharing. And I want to say that in the course of this very horrible week, which compared to many, many other people isn't horrible at all, but this very difficult week, the messages that I've received in response to my last video have been so meaningful. And I've learned so much from them, from you. I really appreciate that you took the time to respond to me, that you took the time to watch my video. I watched it again the other day with a friend of mine, and I thought, this is actually sort of boring. I mean, really. So I give you a lot of credit for hanging in there. And even if you didn't watch the whole thing, for providing me with really meaningful feedback that got me thinking. And that's what it really counts on, is the community. Someone said, I'm so grateful that I found this community. And I guess I am too. So thank you very much at the end of my difficult week. And I know that many of you are dealing with much more challenging and difficult situations than I have. So I'm there for you too. I know how hard it is. And we are badass old women. We have earned the right. We are the crones. We have the wisdom, and we also have the heart. So we will know joy, and we will have times of suffering, but we will get through it, and we have each other. So thanks very much. And I do miss my brother already so much. He was a witty, witty man, very smart, very funny. And I didn't always get the humor because I'm not as smart as he was. But I dearly miss him. I remember the last day I saw him. Luckily, the last phone call I had with him was very positive. He was upbeat. He had had good doctor's appointment feedback. But I will miss him forever. So thanks for being there for each other, for yourself, for me. Bye.